he would be winning right now, and he would be getting more endorsements.
Well, I got a homeboy that was on my trip with, was a diehard Mets fan. He don't want to hear that.
The truth is the truth.
Let's go. Hey, we are starting. I know this is kind of abbreviated. We had to get this party kicked off because we were off for a week. We had somebody globe-trotting, had a birthday. We had somebody that's is trying to show some love here. Looks like Gary showing some love. JQ, daughter's doing world tours. Dre just 4th of July celebrations. Rich joining us. Good evening, dude.
Happening, Richard?
Is on as well, man. We got a lot of things to discuss. Welcome to another amazing edition of Talking Sports with the 12th man. We got so many things to discuss. We are off for a week, but as the kids say, back up in it. Let's get cooking. Gentlemen, how you feeling this evening? JQ, how you feeling, my guy?
Man, listen, I'm good. I'm in here eating some Waffle House. I ready to get it going. Happy birthday, my man Rob. I hope he enjoyed Thailand, wherever he was. Globe Trident. Let you know how he is, but
Yeah, it was good, man. Did a little tour of Asia. Went to Tokyo, went to Bangkok, Phuket. So,
Phuket.
Yeah. Good stuff, man.
Yeah.
Great food, too. I haven't got on the scale yet since I came back. I'm scared. But I came back and went right to the asparagus today.
You know what? I had a feeling that was coming up, man. You knew it was coming.
Yeah,
We had to do some asparagus talk.
That was why he was late.
There.
That was early, man.
I'm just saying, gentlemen.
Gary all the time has to follow
But
asparagus.
Gary, Andre, you'll be
Damn.
proud of me, man. I'm looking at a plate of some lemon pepper wings right here
where are you?
in Tucson, Arizona.
With some lemon pepper?
Some lemon pepper wings. You know, usually, man, you come to Tucson, all I eat is Southwestern food or Mexican food. But
Little
tacos.
tacos.
I'm sure I'll be getting my share of that on this trip. But
I
tonight,
bet you are. Little.
got some
Some
vegetables and some lemon pepper wings.
With some empanadas.
Yeah. Hey, Rich, I don't think he had asparagus in overseas. I think he had asparagus once he got back to the States, by the way. That's
Yeah.
probably what he said.
Yeah. No, I didn't get no asparagus over. Now I had vegetables, but no asparagus.
Lord have mercy. His body was probably going to like shock, like he didn't have asparagus. That's probably what happened.
Shake, all them
He
shakes.
was like, crack at. He got some asparagus.
Man, I tell you what, man. If y'all haven't been to Tokyo, man, you got to try one of those Wagyu burgers. Man, we had a Wagyu burger, man, with a soft shell crab on it. Man, got to slap the table.
Wow.
Table slapper, huh?
Okay. All right.
I mean, I was outside. I saw Tokyo from the customs station, but I never went to Tokyo. So,
Man, you talking about some good beef, quality beef.
That is quality.
once you said Wagyu, you was already good.
Mm-hmm.
That's some high quality H2O right there.
Yeah.
You got to watch some.
Then you had a soft shell crab on top of it too.
Yeah, listen, man, New Orleans is always going to show up.
That's right. That's right. There it is. Wow, Gary, can you follow that?
Well,
Yeah, right, good.
I absolutely can follow that. Hey, I am very fortunate, to be here with you guys tonight. But I'm very fortunate that Richard's joining us.
Yep.
Richard was in the hospital. He got sick and was in the hospital for 4 days.
Oh, no.
Oh man.
So, Richard, we're glad you're here with us.
Yeah.
Yes.
He kept me updated on his situation, but he's on the mend now. But that's what I'm grateful for. Be with you guys and have Richard joining us.
Same.
Richard, glad you're feeling well, brother.
Same.
Taking care of yourself, man.
Please do.
Thanks for joining.
Life is definitely short. We talked about that, a couple weeks. Everyone's dealing with things we don't know about. So just you gotta appreciate the time that you have. So that is certainly something we're gonna say. We're kind of gonna pick the best of the best topics, guys, because we're gonna try to have an abbreviated show because life is crazy busy. I got an unfortunate early start tomorrow, so we gotta try to keep this as brief as possible. We'll try. I know we get excited and we continue to talk. So let's do some quick updates. JQ, I would love to kind of get your thoughts as far as what's happening with the Lakers and Kuminga and kind of how that.
Oh shit!
Thoughts. I'm just curious, your thoughts on that too. I know there's some situations we'll talk about that. Some summer league highlights, kind of what's happening. The Kawhi and Raptors trade is on hold. We got a lot of things to get into, man. So, and Rob, the battle for Nikola, I think it's Costa Rica. I want to say is that the correct pronunciation of his name? I was watching some highlights of him, the potential draft pick, and
he's from Serbia.
He's from Serbia, yeah. And you're like, that dude looks like a player, dropping 25 on the U.S. Team. That was like, man, he's gonna be that's a player to watch, So, yeah, good stuff.
Yeah.
And appreciate you, Duke. Yeah,
and
Duke,
there's another
Nikola
who's from Serbia too. That's Jokic home country too.
Yeah, Serbia. We got to keep an eye on Serbia, man. Right now, it's like, what the hell is happening over there? But we'll get into that. We want to do a quick update as far as you can see the crawl, as far as where to follow us. We're going to jump right into the topics here. Goes to that dude. Like I said, Gary, we appreciate what you said too. We're happy to have you as well. We're super stoked. Let's do a quick World Cup update. Obviously we were watching the game. Mbappe, France, they advanced against Morocco. And right now, obviously, we're talking about what's happening with Argentina. I know I was talking junk earlier, but it looks like the two best teams are in a collision. Of course, if you're looking at France and Argentina right now, they still have to play some games, but I'm just saying. And I said it could look like a collision course, but we'll see how the games still have to be played, obviously, for sure.
No, it don't. No, they don't. They've already showed you that they want France to play Argentina in the finals. I don't know what else you need to see.
I was trying to be more diplomatic than that, JQ, but yeah, I mean,
I watched a lot of World Cup. Yeah, bro, they are wilding. These refs got to go to a symposium. They got to find a way to make it not be so wild across the game from game to game, where refs call it just so differently. But I watched that Paraguay France game on the 4th of July, where Paraguay didn't call for any yellow cards, and France got called for 3, and it was clearly dirty play by them. And you saw old girl talk reckless about Mbappe. Come on, man. Come on. But also saw what Argentina did. Listen, you got to give Messi and the boys credit for coming back from down 2-0 in the 78th minute. But they did Egypt really dirty in that game.
They did.
They did them dirty in that game. It just feels like that's what's going to happen. But I have enjoyed this World Cup. It's been really good. I'm looking forward to Norway and England. I think is that tomorrow or is that Saturday? I think it's Saturday. It's Saturday. Yeah, but it's been really good. But it just feels like they just wanted to be France and Argentina. But shout out to France today, though. Morocco played a really good first half. They loaded the box on them and played a lot of really suffocating defense. But when you got Mbappe and Elise in that, listen, that front line for France is
it's dangerous. It's ferocious.
They're a problem.
Yeah.
Who do you have in that Norway, JQ? Who do you have in that Norway?
I like Norway too.
I like Norway too. I like Hall. But if Kane gets loose on them too as well, I can see it. I mean, I think that's what they wanted to have happen. But I like Norway in that game. I do.
Norway.
I think you get Norway and Argentina.
I'm going to go with Harry Kane and England in that matchup.
Okay.
I know Haaland has been outstanding for Norway in this cup. He's been playing outstanding. But, man, for England to go in Mexico in that hostile environment and pull that out, and they were able to escape.
In Mexico City.
Getting their ass.
Yeah.
And so they were able to get out on a flight before the cartel got their asses. And
listen, so I said the same thing. I said the same thing in the rain. I said, man, when they got here, they were singing these songs. I said, if you don't get your ass on this plane, they get the hell up out of Mexico City.
Stop playing. Stop playing.
So
sorry, go ahead, Rob.
I think that was a battle-tested kind of win, and so I think that could kind of set them up. But I think it's going to be a terrific matchup. I agree. Out of the 3 remaining quarterfinal matchups, I think that's the best matchup. I would agree with that one. I could see it ending in a tie and it being decided by penalty kicks. I think it could be that close. In that matchup. So, I mean, I like Argentina over Switzerland.
Yeah.
Spain, Belgium is a kind of a toss-up too, though, to be honest.
Yeah.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
No, it's not.
Spain should whip that, but still, Belgium is playing inspired. But that's a whole other conversation.
Listen, stop it. You know they want Spain. You know they want Spain.
Here.
You know they want Spain to play France.
Mhm.
I want semifinal. I think you're going to get Argentina in the other part, and I think they don't really care if it's Norway or England. But they want Spain to play France. 100%.
Wow.
Yep.
All right. Okay. We'll see. JQ's conspiracy theories are going down. Let's go.
I mean,
Well, you know,
FIFA's.
I think France
FIFA
Argentina
is
is the
FIFA's
final
formula.
everybody wants to see, right?
Correct.
You got Messi, who's arguably one of the best of all time, and then arguably the best player of today is Mbappe, right? And
Yep.
you know, so I think that's the matchup. That's the matchup I want to see. I want to see France and Argentina in the final, right? I think that Argentina, the defending World Cup champs, and I think if Mbappe wants to solidify himself as the best player today, I think he needs to win that matchup against Argentina in the final.
I think he has more help. That French front line is crazy. What we say, and I forget about the dude's name, but they're a problem. They are a problem. That France team is really, really good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Early
I
in the
agree with
Holland.
you. A lot of these matches have been terrific, and it's interesting going into a lot of these other countries and seeing even when their teams are not in it, man. It's crazy. I don't know if y'all saw that statistic. It was Argentina, not Egypt. Whoever Argentina played before Egypt, I can't remember who they played. I should know it because I was standing in front of the whole bracket. But anyway, whoever they played, y'all saw the viewership for that matchup.
It was like the top, yeah.
Yes.
2.7 billion people. Billion.
Cape Verde.
Billion.
Was it Cape Verde?
That's who it was. Yeah.
Was it
2.7 billion
Cabo
people.
Verde?
And when you put that in perspective, the Super Bowl had 125 million people. But that matchup around the world had 2.7 billion people. That's insane.
Dude, did I not tell y'all that when I was in New York for the Reds and the Yankees, and we left and we took the train back from the Bronx to Brooklyn and got off and walked like 3 blocks past the Barclays Center, and that day it was Brazil playing Haiti, and they had it on the side of the building, and listen, people were all out on the side of the street. They didn't give a damn about no traffic. Just go around us.
Yep.
The World Cup is taking over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
So
it's the most popular sport in the world, and it's not even close.
it's getting more. Well, I mean, it's definitely on a world stage as opposed to, and this is an exciting World Cup. I'll give him credit. It's just kind of the perfect storm. We're gonna give a couple shout outs to Duke as far as we'll talk about the upset, if you will, and yes, Richard, shout out to the U.S. for doing that, even though they got kind of mollywopped by Belgium, but. It has been a very entertaining World Cup, and I think which is kind of the perfect storm. Like everyone's into it, and like this is happening. It's kind of the perfect time, especially what's been going on in the world. So it's just kind of a good distraction. But if you're FIFA, the corruption is still like there's money being changed hands. It's still a little frustrating from that perspective. But it is definitely an exciting time because we're all into it now. It's like we're like this is great. Like you said, everyone's stopping and watching, and there's all these different storylines and whatnot too. But for Norway, my last point, let you guys do this real quickly. I'm impressed with Norway too, man, because I didn't realize Erling is like 6'5". That is a big human, and the fact that he's just able to kind of like keep his composure with folks just kind of hammering him, I give him credit. I was like, man, Erling, man, that dude is a physical dude, man.
I don't know if anybody else watches Dragon Ball Z, but he looks like Majin Buu.
He does, man. So it was just, I was impressed. Nora, Marshall's like, what? I'm like, that's a big dude, man. So anyway, it's good. It's very entertaining. A very entertaining match.
And, I've watched the World Cup in the past, but it's something about this one that's definitely been more entertaining, and I've definitely been a lot more engaged and more in tune.
100%.
Yeah, the World Cup I have before.
Yeah, I've watched a lot of World Cup these past couple weeks. I was like, oh shit, Morocco and France is at 4 o'clock. I'm in. Yeah, I watched all that.
It's been very exciting. It's good. It's good distraction. Good time. I'm gonna do
in Asia, you waking up to it, man. You wake up at 7 a.m, man. It's on the TV.
Let's go. That's good time. That was one good thing about the West Coast, man. Whenever you're watching the NFL, you're like, you wake up like breakfast, like let's go, football's on, and it's done by like.
One year I was in Hawaii, man, and I woke up at 7 a.m. to watch the Saints against the Rams.
That's a little too early.
Isn't that strange? I remember when I worked over there. And I'd have to get up so early to watch a damn Sunday morning game. It was crazy.
I think
Yeah.
10 is kind of the perfect game because you're kind of up. You get breakfast and then you can watch like literally the whole day and you're done at 8 o'clock. That's insane. If you're done by 8,
Yeah.
you still got
It's
like
kind of
a
like
day.
that with the Europe games now. You
Yeah.
getting up so early
Yeah.
in the morning, and
Yeah.
for you guys on the East Coast, those Europe games are like 9:30, but out west is 6:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
good stuff. I'm gonna do a quick recap on a couple things. Let you guys talk. Braves and Pirates recap. Right now, just a great game. We beat the Pirates 10-5.
Yes, sir.
Mike Yastrzemski, 9th inning grand slam.
Grand slam.
Oh my
Yeah.
God, that was amazing.
Wow.
Yeah.
We have a 54-38 record. I know. Suck it, Richmond. The Phillies he's trying to talk about the Phillies that can come back, but I know the Braves have been kind of up and down, man. We got to get a picture in here, but that was a good momentum swing. Really quickly.
Well, they're in a
Matt
conversation
Olson-
for Tariq Skubal. I hear the Tigers trade him. The Braves might be the favorite to get him.
Braves, we got to
Jesus
get
Christ.
the picture. We got to get that picture, man.
Jesus
Rod
Christ.
doing it, man. Yeah, I know. Why Jesus Christ? What's wrong
If
with
the Yankees
Well,
don't get him,
You know, I don't want to see that shit.
I know. Fair enough. I'm going to say this really quickly. Matt Olson hit a solo home run in the first
Yep.
inning. He tied Dale Murphy's franchise record of 740 consecutive games played. That is a crazy stat, man. So shout out to Matt Olson. I know
Already?
yeah, that's a crazy stat that he's already accomplished that too, man. So good
Wow.
stuff. Yeah. And then again, Jim Jarvis, first career home run. He's our shortstop. I don't know what's happening with Kim. That's a disaster, but we'll see what's going to happen right now. We got to get some momentum here. So I want to highlight that too.
Man, your
I saw that grand slam.
I was in yesterday, man. I was watching that game on the plane.
Yeah, thank you.
Listen, and then lost today 1-0. I told you, just can't be right, can't get right.
Oh my God. Brandon Ayuk, man, what the hell, man? Stop doing bridges. He's public feuding with Jaden Daniels, just literally just shitting.
And his mom, that's crazy.
His mom had to Jaden Daniels' mom had to block his Twitter. Like, come on, man. Brandon, I don't know what's happening. He's like the Antonio Brown situation. It's not a good situation with Brandon Ayuk.
Yeah.
He'll be out the league, man. So
I have a buddy of mine who's a huge Commanders fan, and all off season, we're gonna get Brandon Ayuk. Him and Jaden Daniels are buddies. So we're gonna get him. And now it just
Now you don't want no parts of him.
yeah.
it's not good. It's not good. So that's the things I wanted to highlight. Again, I'm going to give you guys a chance to pick a topic, if you will. We are, JQ, going to circle back on the Kuminga situation too, because I'm curious about that. But pick your topic as well, Rob. And then, like I said, we got about 30 minutes. We can get a couple things too, but I want to definitely get to some things here as well. If you want to talk about the next 5 NFL players on the rebound, Rob, you can kind of hit that.
Yeah,
as well.
I can touch on that one.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with. We talking about the Commanders. I'm gonna go with 2 players on the Commanders roster: Jaden Daniels and Terry McLaurin. Right, both of them had injuries last season. Terry McLaurin had the quad injury, and it really hurt the Commanders quite a bit. But I expect both of them, if healthy, to really bounce back and have really productive seasons. And I can see that NFC East being the dogfight, because I think the Eagles are going to take a step back this season. I think it's too much to ask of Mekhi Lemon to fill A.J. Brown's shoes as a rookie. And also, I think the Eagles are going to lose something over the front seven on defense as well, too, right? So I think they're going to take a step back slightly. I think they can still be in the conversation, but I think the Cowboys and the Commanders are going to be right there with the Eagles competing for that division this season. And I think Jaden Daniels and McLaurin is going to have something to say about that with the Commanders. Brock Bowers with the Raiders. I expect he had an injury season last season. He's another one. I think he's going to get better quarterback play this year, whether it's Kirk Cousins early in the season, Fernando Mendoza, and the fact with him being healthy. I think Bowers will have a big bounce back season. And it's probably a surprise to some, but I think Kyler Murray is going to have a bounce back season. And look, if he's healthy with the weapons he has on that receiving core, look out, right? He hadn't had these kind of weapons, I don't think, in his entire career.
I was also say ever.
Yeah. I was just about ready to say that as well.
And if you think about it, this Vikings team was 9-8 last season, right?
With Andre playing quarterback.
Exactly. Yep. So they were awful. And then my last number 5 is going to be Lamar Jackson.
They were awful.
Yeah. Lamar Jackson. and this is in no particular order that I'm seeing these 5 guys, but Lamar Jackson is the other guy I think is going to have a bounce back season from last season as well. And
He
I think
absolutely needs to.
yeah, and I think
I hope we don't.
I think they loaded up on a perimeter too to get him some more help. So those are my 5 guys: McLaurin, Jaden Daniels, Bowers, Murray, and Lamar Jackson.
If you don't say Lamar Jackson, you might as well just say Joe Burrow.
Nope.
Well, that's true too. Yeah, you can put Joe Burrow in that conversation. I didn't think about that.
Does Harrison suck? Does Harrison suck for the Cardinals?
I like the Bengals to win that division too.
That's gonna be tough. No, he does not suck for them. But hey, listen, he ain't wrong about that Minnesota wide receiver core and their tight end.
Well, that's true. You got Justin Jefferson. He's definitely one of the number 1 wide receivers in the league. So I'll give you
But
that.
not just Jefferson. I mean, you got Jordan Addison.
Yep.
Man, they're deep at the wide receiver position.
Understood.
I was gonna say no. He's got some weapons. He's got more depth in Minnesota than he's ever had in Arizona. It's not even close.
And he's got a good quarterback coach too. And he's got a good coach too.
Exactly.
A complete team around him.
He revived. You got to think about
Yes.
this too. He revived Sam Darnold's career, right? And
Kirk Cousins too. I got to give
I
Kirk
personally think
Cousins.
Kyler Murray has had a better career up to this point than when he got Sam Darnold. Sam Darnold hadn't done nothing at that point in his career, and he turned.
That's
Darnold
also
around.
true.
And so I think Murray has had some accomplishments. He's even taken Arizona to the playoffs a time or two, right?
But what I would say is that I think Sam Darnold is more of a regular QB in terms of his study habits. Nobody told me that they had to put a clause in Sam Darnold's contract of making sure that he was in the film room and studying. Right. That's what I was like. Let's take it easy.
JQ's can always bring that up, man, all the time, man.
Listen, if it comes up out loud, we gotta talk about it. Like they said that they put that.
Hold on, Kyler Murray's hit me up to play Call of Duty. I gotta talk later.
You see what I'm talking about? Right. So I'm gonna give Sam a little bit more credit than that, but I agree with you. That's by far the best wide receiver group he's ever had in his NFL career. So it's just a put up or shut up time for Kyler for sure.
Yeah, and like I said, that team went 9-8 with, like you said, and with nobody at quarterback.
Andre.
Yep.
Damn. Well, and with Kyler, no wonder he's playing video games. Geez, he's running for his life. He's got no one to throw to, no one to block. I mean, he was
that's like not true
for quite a while, though.
And not just Jordan Addison, they got Juwan Jennings too,
and he also got the tight end. T.J. Hockenson. But at the same time, though, it's like crazy because he still had McBride and Harrison. So I mean, he wasn't bereft of talent, but he doesn't have the depth of talent that he has now in Minnesota.
Or the offensive line help.
And Harrison
that's also true.
Lived up to the billing just yet. That's still early in his career.
When you got a second and a half to get rid of the ball or run for your life, that shit gets old, I would imagine.
Yeah, we talk about situations. We're going to talk about Bo Nix, Rich, and we're going to talk about the Cape to shout out that. But I will say that definitely if you have a better franchise, better coaching, I think that's definitely going to elevate you as well, because it does feel like certain franchises are kind of shit shows, and that's kind of been the case for the Cardinals ever since the Kurt Warner days and whatnot too. They've been going downward. Jonathan Gannon was a disaster as well, so it's just never been right. So to remove him from that situation, he will be successful as you're talking about Gary. So there you go. How do you see Bo Nix doing this season? Gary, anything you think he's going to do something this season for Bo Nix or what?
Bo Nix has got a good team around him. He's got a good coaching staff around him. He's going to play within whatever the perimeters that are given to him by his head coach, and he'll have a decent season. Absolutely. He'll have a good season.
Yeah, I think they're back in the playoffs this year. The Broncos. I'm not totally sold that they win the division though, but I do think they're back in the playoffs. And the reason why I say that, watch that Chargers team. Right?
Yeah, Chargers are going to be a problem, I think, as well.
Chargers were really banged up on the offensive side of the offensive line last season. They're going to get all of those guys back, Joe Alt, and you know how much Jim Harbaugh likes those offensive linemen, and they're going to be back. They got Amari and Hampton at the running back position. I think he's going to be able to tote that rock. They got better on the perimeter where they only had Ladd McConkey, right? So the chart, and they got a good defense. You got Derwin James back there. They're good in front seven. I like the Chargers to win that division.
And one more thing, Mike McDaniels.
Yeah, as offensive coordinator, exactly. I think he's going to do wonders for Justin Herbert as an offensive coordinator position.
That's why I said the Broncos ain't gonna make the playoffs next year.
I think they still make the playoffs as a wild card.
I said what I said.
Broncos still got a good defense. They had Jaden Waddle. And I still think I think they get in as a wild card.
Okay, so I'm gonna use your old argument against you. Bo Nix is not that dude. Sorry, but he got the benefit of Patrick Mahomes getting hurt
in the league in the AFC last year.
I listen. Okay, but you also had Joe Burrow be hurt. You also had Lamar Jackson get hurt. You also had Patrick Mahomes get hurt. You're gonna get all those three back.
Yep. Well, Mahomes, jury's still out on whether or not he's gonna be healthy at the beginning of the season.
Listen, you're gonna get all those three back.
Mm-hmm.
You just talked about the Chargers and their injuries. If they don't have the same crazy luck they had last year, you just made a compelling case for the Chargers.
Yeah.
Yep.
So somebody's got to take a step back.
Well, even with Mahomes, I got to be a little worried though, because even when he was healthy last season, you got to remember they were a 500 ball club, and when you look at it, they did add the running back Kenneth Walker, right? And the Chiefs, out of all the teams in the NFL last season, had the least amount of 20-yard rushers. They only had one. They only had one 20-yard rush or more out of all their running backs the entire season. So getting Kenneth Walker was huge for them, and that's why they went out and made that move, right? So they were worse than the NFL with 20-yard rushers with only one. So obviously Walker is going to help them. And could help them to control the clock a little bit to help that defense a lot better. But if you recall, they were only a 500 team even when Mahomes were healthy last season, right? So I know Walker was a great piece and they needed that for their running game, but I'm still not convinced, even with a healthy Mahomes, that they're better than Denver in the Chargers.
Okay. So let's just go to the brass tacks. Who do you think has a better record next year, the Chiefs or the Broncos?
Broncos, because I'm not sure about Mahomes' health this season.
Listen, I will bet you another dinner on that. The Chiefs have a better record than the Broncos.
Well, let me get my dinner first before we have another bet.
You know what? That's fair.
This time.
That's fair. That's fair. That's fair.
When Andre and I get our dinner, then I'll be willing to make another bet.
That's fair. That's a fair statement.
Oh man,
that is fair.
That's a fair statement.
I'm gonna give, as much as I hate Sean Payton, there was an interesting story I heard about how he was talking about he's just a football junkie, and he made a note about Jerry Rice had a fumble against the Giants in the 1986 divisional game, right? And Jerry Rice wore a sleeve, and he caught a slant. He's always famous catching these slants, and he's running the ball. He had a sleeves on at the time, and he fumbles just out of randomness, and ever since then. Cost them the game. Giants end up winning the game. And Sean Payton remember this, and he's like, a player called Jerry Rice. Is like, that's the one time that I wore sleeves, and that's the only time I'm never ever gonna ever wear a sleeve ever in my life. And the fact that Sean Payton brought that up like 30-something years ago, that dude is just different, man. That dude is built different, man. So,
he still has his quarterback, Bo Nix.
You've been trashing Bo Nix for.
He eliminated all
3
of that.
years, and
oh my god,
he's made you eat your words every year.
That's not necessarily true. Whoa! Go back to last year and Rob remind them early on in the season who was my AFC pick to go to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, it was Denver. I remember that.
It was the Denver Broncos,
but not because of Bo Nix. Couldn't have been because of Bo Nix, right?
I said he's going to stabilize it just enough to where all he had to do was have an adequate quarterback play because they had a top 10 defense. That was my argument last year. And I still think it's
a top 10 defense this year.
I don't know if they will because I don't know, but I just don't know with everything around them are rising up where they call it a really good year. Whether you lose Joe Burrow, you lose Lamar Jackson, you lose Patrick Mahomes, you lose 3 of the top 4. If you want to put those 3 with Josh Allen in terms of the top 4 quarterbacks in the AFC, you lost them all the injury for a significant amount of period last year, and that's where you can get a Drake May and a Bo Nix. If that don't happen again, I don't know. That's why I say that. But I picked them. So don't hate on me. I picked them last year to make it to the Super Bowl because I saw what was happening. I just don't know. It's hard to do it twice a year.
One thing I will say about Bo Nix, though.
Whoa.
I want to hear about Bo Nuts.
Whoa.
Bo Nix was that he was clutch in the fourth quarter last season. His play was average in the first three quarters in most of those games last season, but he did come up big in the fourth quarter in a lot of those games. They won a lot of close games last year, right? And,
yes.
Yeah, and so, but he did come up clutch when he needed to come up clutch. But to JQ's point, I just think their defense and enough Bo Nix, their running game got better. They and obviously adding Jaden Waddle, giving him another weapon on the perimeter, I think will position them to be a little bit better than the Chiefs. The jury's still out on the Chiefs wide receiver room, right? And the jury's still out on the Chiefs offensive line, right? I know they put a lot of resources into it, but the jury's still out on it, right? Like I said, they were an average,
look at the Vegas odds on the
ball
Chiefs.
club even when Mahomes was healthy last season.
Please do. Kelsey's old, married off. What's happening with Mahomes? A lot of situations, man. Have they replaced? They got enough weapons? We'll see. This is an interesting story, and let's kind of talk about this. Is that it's crazy that the Raptors are still kind of waiting to complete the deal until the league's probe. What is it? Leonard has a 1 year, $50 million remaining on his contract. And they're trying to figure out how the Clippers circumvented the salary cap by funneling money to Leonard through an endorsement deal, which is nuts to me. So we'll see how this plays out. Brandon Ingram, Grady Dick, unprotected first-round picks in 2031, 2033, and a 2027 first-round pick swap, and then 2 second-round picks for old-ass Kawhi Leonard going back to home to Toronto, apparently. This is nuts, though, if this is the case about this endorsement deal, Rob.
Yeah. And you know what? I wouldn't be surprised if this happens a lot more often than we think. Not only in the NBA, but in the NFL, too, to circumvent the salary cap, right? I mean, you even look at Tom Brady, the way he always gave the Patriots some lowball deals, to help the franchise, and you wonder what they were doing on the side with Tom Brady, right? So I wouldn't be surprised if this has happened more often than we think to circumvent the salary cap by offsetting it with with these side deals, right? Endorsement deals, right? And to steal Andre's thunder, Andre always liked to say, "Where there's smoke, there's fire," and obviously for this trade to be on hold, the NBA still thinks there's something there. And maybe Toronto even thinks there's still something there before they pull the trigger on it, right? So it's going to be interesting to see what happens out of this situation, right? And for Kawhi to leave his hometown of LA to go back to Toronto, I think he even wants to separate himself from the situation, right? So I just think there's something there. I don't know what and how the NBA is going to penalize the Clippers, but it seems like something is there.
I guess we talked about earlier in the text, I didn't realize that it's 1 year left on his deal. Like he's going to an expiring contract.
Yeah.
So at this point, who cares?
And the Raptors are going to give him an extension.
Yep.
Yeah. So 2 or 3 years.
Yeah.
I got that. I guess my thing was I thought that he had like 2 years left, at least another year on his deal that he was getting traded on the existing contract. But if he's in an expiring contract, if you waited this long as the NBA, who cares? He's in an expiring contract. If they want to extend him and you want to monitor what Toronto does with him moving forward, okay. But if you wait till the last year of his deal to figure out whether or not LA had given him some shit on the side, then to me, you've already missed the boat.
Yeah. Not wrong.
And there had to have been enough gray area for them to work out that and figure that they could get away with it anyway, and they obviously did.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like, if you thought that, and it's been a second now. It's at least been a year that we talked about this being a thing. If you already had something to get on him, you would have got him on it. But if he's an expiring deal and he's on an expiring deal going somewhere else, who cares? Let him go. They got you. You've been got, NBA. Lessons learned. Look for it next time. Like, come on. What are you going to do?
Hey, so really quickly, Gary, this is obviously shouting out to what's happening with the Blazers here. You happy to get John Morant?
Sure. Hey, we need.
I'm trying to find a gunshot effect, man, but it didn't load up fast enough, man. So
we need all the help we can get.
Seriously, that's what you was trying to do? Oh my goodness! Come on, Dre. Come on, dog. That's so petty. That is petty. Wow.
Let John Morant tell you it's petty.
Oh no, I cannot believe that you was actually looking to do that. That is wild.
Hey, it's right here.
Only on
Blazers
me.
got about 4 point guards and about 8 centers now. That's their whole roster.
They got
that's just
No forwards
we gotta talk about
and no
the team,
shooting
man.
guards.
and no 2 guards.
10 guards and like 10 centers. I mean, you know that there's other forwards to play the game too. You do realize this, right? You do realize that.
No, this is a positionless organization, I guess.
So you're gonna have Scoot pass it to Klingon, and then John's gonna pass it back, and you ain't get this ball back, bitch.
But he got Denny Avia, though. I forgot about him.
Yeah.
So they got so they have a power forward.
Yeah.
I'm joking. I'm clearly joking, but
But they don't have a 2 guard.
He had a heck of a year last season. I saw.
He did.
yeah. They got you guys got a squad, but
No, they don't. They don't have a 2 or a 3.
okay. With Avia, yeah.
Well, I think Avia is more of a 3.
Okay, so that means
more of a 3.
Okay, so that means you don't have a 4 or a 2.
Mm-hmm.
It's positionless basketball.
But he got Shaden Sharp at the 2 guard.
Okay. Are we excited about that?
He's not bad, but I don't know if you want him to be your starting 2 guard.
Thank you.
Hey, they're going in the right direction, and they're going to continue going in the right direction.
You know what? Let's go with that, Gary.
There you go. You can play like 4 guards and
That's
like,
a fact.
No, you can play like 2 guards and 3 bigs.
I was exactly spot on where they were going to be with the exact amount of games and everything.
They don't have a
My
bad
witness
roster
on
though,
that
when you really
one.
look
They
at it.
don't have a bad roster at all.
And they'll be a competitive team this year.
If John Morant head is on straight, and we'll see what Damian looks like coming back from this injury. I mean, you got Drew Holiday, he's still one of the better defensive players. Scoot Henderson really improved a lot in the second half of the season last season.
If I was Drew Holiday, I wouldn't even show up to camp.
Hey,
come on, bro.
I think JQ,
you coming to camp?
Oh, he'll be there.
You coming to camp, JQ?
But you know what?
I'm not coming to camp. If I'm Drew Holiday, I would say absolutely not. Why am I here? Get the hell out of here. Trade me tomorrow.
Who, to the Lakers?
No, to anybody. Drew Holiday is a championship 1 or 2 guard. I'm not going to sit there in Portland. What? The Lakers can't afford it. If I'm Drew Holiday, send me to Miami. Send me somewhere else other than here.
Miami can only afford mid-levels and minimums right now.
Listen, but he's playing in Miami with no state tax, but a chance to play with Bam and Giannis and potentially LeBron. Send me to Miami.
You think that's where LeBron's going to go?
I don't know, but he could potentially go there. I think it's between Miami, Cleveland, and Philly.
The Cavs. The Sixers. I don't think the Warriors are out of it though, so I think it's still 4 teams.
Yeah.
Yes, they are. They are.
Why do you think the Warriors are out of it?
Because they can't get AD. That's why.
Well, LeBron is not going to any team with AD on it. So,
but the thing is, if he was going to the Warriors, he would want to have AD because him, AD, and Green and Steph is a different beast. Just him, Draymond and Steph is not enough. If you get a someone healthy, stop it. You got to get rid of Jimmy Butler to get AD. To get AD, you got to get Jimmy Butler.
If they get LeBron, they're gonna move with Jimmy Butler.
That's fair.
Some kind of way.
That's fair. I'll give you that.
They'll move with Jimmy.
I'll give you that.
But listen, I'm just saying, if I'm Drew, he's too old and still too functional to go to be in Portland to be trying to get them to just be a lottery, just outside the play-in kind of team where he can go to a contender. It depends on what he wants to do, money wise. But to me, he's too good and still too functional to be caught in a rebuild where he can go somewhere and help a young guy as the one to be a backup or potentially be the starter at the one for a team. If he's depending on the money he's willing to take on to still be, on a team that's contending for a championship. If I'm Drew Holiday, I don't want to stay in Portland.
Well, when you look at this Blazer roster, they were the number 7 seed in the West last season, right?
Stop it.
And is it a rebuild? It seems like this is a team that's going for it.
To do what? To go where and do what in the West? To do what?
I mean, OKC and the Spurs are still the lead of the West. But to me, they look like they're trying to build a team that could be a top 4, top 5, top 6 seed in the West.
Let's go, Gary.
Listen, maybe in a year or two, but how old is Drew Holiday? If I'm Drew Holiday, I don't have time for that. I'm talking about I'm Drew Holiday might be year to year right now. Mm-hmm. So if I'm Drew Holiday and I'm looking at the West with that Portland team, it's not hating on Portland, but I'm just this ain't what the Lakers.
Yes, you are.
He's 36 years old.
Yes, you are.
He's 36 years old. No, I'm not. The Lakers can't beat OKC and San Antonio. And they could probably beat this Minnesota team, but depending on the Nuggets always beat the brakes off the Lakers here lately. They can't win the West.
Wow,
they can't win the West. The Lakers can't win the West, and I'm just to me, I'm a fan, but I feel like I'm trying to be a reasonable fan, and I just don't feel like if you. No, and neither can the Blazers. Drew Holiday at 36, he's not trying to be there to figure out when he's 40 if the Blazers can finally do it. If I'm Drew Holiday,
Thunder, I think there's some good teams in the West, but the Spurs and the Thunder are far ahead of the rest of the West, right?
Yes, if I'm Drew Holiday, I want to go to this. I want to go to the Spurs to make sure they can get over the Eastern Conference team, or Drew Holiday to maybe to the listen. Depending on who the Heat get, Drew Holiday to the Heat is not terrible. But it's only a couple of teams that Drew Holiday can go to right now. If we're being honest, maybe back to Boston. It's only a couple of cities you can go to.
He's got a big contract. That's the challenge. Does Portland
what's his deal?
Him out, and then he can almost go anywhere he wants to, kind of like with DeRozan with the Kings. Right?
So I don't know. Do you have in front of you what Holiday's contract is?
Let's take a peek.
I'm sorry, Dre. I know we gotta get off here. I'm just curious. I feel like Drew Holiday is a good piece for a contending team that's like right on the cusp of contending.
Yeah, he wouldn't fit in. He going back to Boston's probably would be his smartest move. Who is he?
I don't think.
But his last year in Boston wasn't his best, and I don't think they'll take him back. So he's currently in the middle of a 4-year, $135 million deal. His base salary for this upcoming season is $34.8 million.
That changes things.
He's on the books for $37.2 million.
Well, listen, I enjoy Rip City.
He will.
Yeah, I don't know where he can go with that contract.
Yeah. The only thing that can happen is the Blazers say, "Hey, we'll agree to buy you out," and he practically gets all that money, and then still has the option to go sign somewhere with a low deal. Right?
Yeah, but if you're the Blazers, why would you do that?
Yeah. Well, some organizations do it just to get rid of a player. I mean, you saw the Kings do it with DeRozan, and
Well, they're not in the same conversation either.
Yeah, but I think I just would take Drew over DeRozan twice tomorrow. So
that's what I'm saying.
I thought Drew had a solid season last season.
Oh yeah,
he did. That's the point. That's what I'm saying. But that contract is. That's rough.
Yeah.
Just trying to think of where he could go to contend with that contract. Yeah, that's rough.
Yeah. You can make a case that the Spurs and the Thunder both already gotten better this offseason too.
I think he would really be good for the Spurs. I think he would be great for the Spurs.
They need that veteran leader, yeah.
They do. Sorry, my bad, Trey. Go ahead.
But I
No,
thought
no,
the Spurs quietly made a good move, even outside of their roster. They hired Billy Donovan as associate head coach, and I thought that was quietly a sneaky good move to give Mitch Johnson another veteran coach on that bench, right?
Mhm.
he needed that.
So I thought that was a sneaky, quietly good move that you're not hearing a lot of people talk about.
Ooh, what if Drew Holiday went to the Hornets?
Went to the where?
To Charlotte.
What's Charlotte thinking about, man? I mean, they were playing some really good ball at the end of the year. I still can't understand why they got rid of LaMelo Ball. They were an exciting team to watch at the end of the year last year.
Yeah, but if you give them a solid dude and Drew Holiday to run the point with Knuckle and the two guard, my dude,
Ingram?
Miller.
Miller, yes. Ooh, and they got Nas Reed. That's sneaky good for Charlotte. But I'm sorry,
And they probably could fit him in salary wise too, because you got
they sure could.
And then really get another big salary in return.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know that for sure, but
yeah, because you got rid of because you got Knuckle and Miller on rookie deal still. So yeah, yeah. Sorry, just over here pontificating.
You're fine. Let's wrap this up. I mean, keep an eye. I want Gary to kind of get your thoughts in there too, really quickly. Anything you want to talk? Because I do want to talk about Nikolai really quickly. Costa Rica potential #1 pick in the 2028 draft because he's not. He's only. I think he's only 17. I think he's got to get 2 years. But that dude looks like a player, man. Just look out for him, America. That's going to be a great pick, man.
He's all around player, 6'9", can shoot it, can handle the rock. Maybe
Toughness.
the one area of opportunity for him is to develop a post game, and but yeah, he's very skilled, as you see a lot with a lot of these European players. And,
Serbia,
yep. So definitely a big win for UCLA.
Yeah, Gary, did you have anything you want to talk about, my guy?
No, I think I'm good for the night. Let's get off, and you guys can get your butts to bed.
We talked about Spears reclass. We talked about that, and again, Rob, I do want to kind of circle back, if you can, to some transfer portal wins because that is for college basketball. I think that's something we can kind of reset if you'd like, because I still think that's pretty relevant going into the season. Same thing as far as some college football top rooms, if you will. And a quick highlight as far as what's happening for the summer league too. So I'm going to touch base on that too. Well, Rob.
Yeah, man, the summer league, man. Darren Peterson, man, he's been a star. I mean, he didn't shoot the ball particularly well tonight against the Wizards. I think it was 6 out of 17 from the field, but you saw his aggressiveness, and you can see he can get to the foul line too, right? So that's the thing you like. He turned the ball over a little bit tonight too. The Banter, looked very controlled, but he didn't shoot the ball well either. But he was able to get to the foul line as well. So the Banter, I think, had 29 points tonight, and Peterson, I think, had like 24. So I mean, you can see the potential in both of those guys potentially being a star. Darius Acuff Jr., I think, has been outstanding for Sacramento, also in the tournament. Look, I even like Kinston Flemings for the Hawks, and I like what he's been able to do as far as running the point, dishing the basketball out, as well. So, I mean, those are definitely some guys. I thought Cameron Boozer was solid, but I wouldn't say I think he was the best or in that Peterson, Acuff, the Banter range, right? So I don't think really even Kinston Flemings, I even think shined a little bit more than what Boozer has so far. And I know there's still more summer league basketball to go, but just so far, I'm interested to see what Caleb Wilson does for the Bulls as well. So, and Keaton Wagler for the Clippers to see what I think he needs to get a little stronger. So I'm curious to see how well he plays in the summer league. And as far as the college basketball transfer portal, there's 3 teams. Yandhi Yesifu going to St. John's with $8 million from Baylor. He could have been at the bottom part of the first.
$8 million?
$8 million, yeah. Rick Pitino's paying him $8 million. He must have sold a lot of them Italian suits and got $8 million. And, yeah.
You got that much at that consignment store there, huh?
Yeah.
On Main Street.
Well, St. John's is in New York City, and New York City does have the most millionaires of any city in the world. So, so obviously he was able to get some donors. But Yande Tesafu was a big time get for St. John's, and also Milan Miklanovic transferred from Iowa State to Kentucky. I think he had the best turnaround jump shot in college basketball last year. He could have possibly been in the late first round as well. And then Flory Badunga going from Kansas to Louisville. He might have been one of the best defensive centers in college basketball last season. So those are the three I would highlight. He's probably three of the biggest gets in the transfer portal.
Shout out to you, Rich. Appreciate the comment for the good shows. We're really happy to have you back, and glad you're able to check in. I know,
yes,
as Gary had mentioned earlier, we're super. We appreciate your comments and everything like that. The same thing, the Jills and the Dukes of the world. I know Duke probably signed off. I'm going to say really quickly, Rob. I really want to watch A-Cup. I really want to watch. Haven't had a chance. I've been crazy busy, but again, I'm happy with the Hawks did. Flemings, and they needed a point guard, so I'm super stoked with that. I just really wanted the rim protector. So
extra floor.
Yeah.
He played well for the Hawks.
Yeah,
Zuby
everyone.
Floor.
Yeah, Zuby played well.
That dude was a hustler, man.
100%. I'm happy with everything happening and getting Vasar later on. That was good. I'm super happy with that. I still think we need a rim protector somehow because even though Ademar was, you have to think about it because he's a big dude. There's some shots you're like you got to think about that dude. So that's one thing I do wish. Hopefully, coming into this next year's draft, we'll kind of address that because we do need some size. I mean, again, I love the fact that we got physical and. Flemings looks like a player and whatnot too. And Vasar, he's on the perimeter, but we need like a rim protector guy too. That's what I prefer. But that's just me. I'm not talking about that from that pick. But I just having a big dude makes you kind of think twice. Having a 7'3" guy or something like that in the middle. That's all I was going to say. But I'm super happy with it.
Yeah. Hey, OKC and the Spurs, I thought did well in the draft. They both got some good size. They added to their roster.
Yeah, we'll talk about Chet later.
If you really look at that Spurs team last season, their starting lineup was a center and 4 guards, kind of like what you might see out of the Blazers next year, right?
Yeah.
But you got Denny Avdija, so you do have a forward. But Spurs, their starting lineup was 4 guards and Wemby.
It sure was.
Yep.
It sure was.
Yeah. And they needed more size, and I thought they covered that in the draft by getting Terrence Reed from UConn and getting Jaden Quantas from Kentucky. I thought that was smart of the Spurs to get them some more size. Because the only other guy they played with size was Luke Cornett, just to come and spell Wemby from time to time.
Yeah.
And you take his whole hating ass to go send him somewhere else.
Yeah. Yeah, it is interesting kind of how the NBA is evolving because, again, I feel like to get off my lawn because before we used to like having you got a starting 5, you had a second 5, and then now it's kind of going back to kind of that in my vantage point because, again, you're having more complete bench players and whatnot too. So it's kind of you're filling out your roster, which I think is a good sign if we're watching the NBA for sure. So
yeah,
that's something I've been enjoying.
I can't wait till the CBA is up.
What'd you say?
I can't wait till the CBA is up because right now they signed those big deals and the salary cap only went up I think 6%, where they were anticipating they're going up 10% based off the new deals they signed with Amazon and all these other streaming services. But this second apron and the penalties that teams are incurring, like OKC and Boston, that's what had to get rid of Jaylen Brown. Like it's going to be a second where OKC is going to say, "Yeah, SGA is our guy," but they're going to have to come off a check or J-Dub because they're paying too much money and you're not going to be able to fill the team. So
not if OKC play their cards right. And the reason why I say that is they have so many first round picks.
Well, that's true.
They can pay those 3 guys. And just keep filling their roster up with those first-round picks on rookie deals.
But you're gonna have to give up some dudes that can play ball and hope that you hit on these first-round picks. Whereas they're penalized by being able to build through the draft because you can't keep them all in house. It's gonna be hard. Like you're gonna have to keep hitting. Like you got these first-round picks, you're going to keep hitting because you're right. Because those dudes that come off those rookie deals, if they play well for you, they're gonna price themselves out of OKC.
Yeah, but if they do find a star out of some of those first-round picks. Then you can think about getting rid of Chet, getting rid of Jalen Williams, if they get another star. But until then, they can fill their roster out with these first round guys.
We already told you. I already told you, Jalen Williams ain't number Chris Middleton. He gonna be the first to go.
Who's gonna be the first to go?
Jalen Williams, who ain't number Chris Middleton. I keep trying to tell you that. Watch, keep getting hurt. Have one good playoff series to get hurt and don't do nothing else. I'm telling you.
I would agree with that if he has another season like he had this past season, because he was out. The OKC made it to the Western Conference Finals this year, practically without him this year.
He maybe played 15 minutes or whatever.
He might have played 15 games the whole season. I mean,
it was bad.
He was out
in the
most of this
playoffs.
whole year, and they still made it to the Western Conference Finals.
I told you he ain't number Chris Middleton. Mark my words.
Hey, your boy Chris Middleton keeps getting paid, man. He with the Wizards now, 3 years.
Keep getting paid for no reason.
Check on the past.
Getting paid for no reason at all.
It was only a $17 million. Well, I'm saying only, but by NBA standards, that's a only.
Listen, I would give him 7.
JQ from the Mike Brown. JQ's from the Mike Brown School of Payment. I love it, man.
Listen, I'm from the Jaquan Jigas School of Production. If you can't be healthy and play, I can't pay you.
That's fair. I'll give you that. That's fair. Gentlemen, let's wrap this up.
How y'all feel about Wednesday night next week?
That should be good.
Yep.
All right. Y'all just heard it. We'll be back at
Might be
y'all
able to work it in my schedule.
Y'all look at your schedule.
Yeah. You work as somebody that's retired, you work harder than we do.
Yeah, so I don't get paid anymore.
He has to get a job so he can stop doing other work. I gotta get a job.
No shit.
I
Great.
gotta get a job.
I need some downtime.
That's funny.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we'll be back at y'all next Wednesday night. Stay tuned. We're going to be still covering the World Cup. Where will LeBron land? NBA free agency, getting ready for NFL training camp just a couple of weeks ago. JQ's favorite event, Major League Baseball All-Star Game, right? I'm sure he's going to be live with a microphone in his hand, taking pictures.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Wednesday night, everyone. See y'all.
See y'all later.
I can do a little early too if we need to switch over because I don't have a trivia show Wednesday anymore. So it's all good.
That sounds good.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll be available to do a little early next Wednesday.
All right.
Yep, me and you both.
I'll let you know.
Sounds good.
Jesus.
All right.
I'll let you know.
Clear your schedule, Gary.
You got to check with the boss.
Well, damn.
I gotta get a job so I can stop.
You'll be green at Walmart.